Welcome back to the Winner's Circle. Glad you can make it back here with me. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. The other day I did a show. It was a live show. Had about 15, 16,000 people on the live feed, and I had a lot of guests come on. And something about the show just really bothered me. And we got into the topic of a submissive woman or submissive wife. Now, no guy in the chat had an issue with it. And to be honest, I would say half the women didn't either. A lot of women said, listen, I'm a wife, I'm a submissive wife. My husband, he takes the lead. He's a provider. He's a protector or whatever. But then there was the other half. Okay. And some of these women were legit pissed off at the term. One girl said, that's disgusting. That's actually disgusting. I can't believe you're using that, submissive like she's your slave. What the fuck are you even talking about? Since when did being a submissive wife make you his slave? What are you talking about? Is that some new, 2022 feminism talk? Like there's some kind of feminism talking point? That's completely outlandish. If you go to marriage counseling or something like that before you get married, or you meet with a minister or something, this is something that's actually pretty normal. Being a submissive woman is something that a guy is looking for. He's looking for you to allow him to take the lead, to provide, to protect, especially a high-value man out here who's taking care of business. He's taking care of his responsibilities, and he wants to make sure you're taken care of. And then you got a problem with being submissive? Why? You don't have a problem being submissive at work, do you? You can submit to your boss. You can submit to a judge while you're trying to take care of your traffic ticket in court. You can submit to them, complete strangers. But you can't submit to your own man. This is what men are talking about. When you look at how the divorce rate is so high, and why people are so unhappy, is how can you have a problem submitting to your significant other who is dedicating their time, their life, their resources to taking care of you? I don't understand how that could be a thing. There was literally women pissed the hell off because of the wording, a submissive woman. There was women who were mad at the other women for them willing to be submissive to their husband. That's the kind of feminist bullshit that was going on in there. Now, here's my thing. You have to take a look and see, how does that affect what goes on now with relationships? How's that? Is it positive? Is it negative? This shit's negative. We already know that. Just look at the numbers. Women are filing for divorce. The 8 out of 10 marriages that end in divorce are filed by women. Is it because men are, they have no reason to get divorced? That can't be. Men and women in every relationship have a reason to walk away from the relationship. You just need to work through your reasons, and that's what keeps people together. But for some reason, men are able to go along longer, right? If they're not, overly happy, they can still continue to go within their relationship and make it work. But women aren't doing the same thing, and they're choosing to walk away. Are they harder to please? Is it harder to make women happy? It seems as though that's the case. Statistically, that's pretty much what it is. Now, does that mean that there's not that small percentage of men who do choose divorce? They do choose to be the one to walk away. That's there. So let's take a look and analyze the reason why they're making that choice. There was a study done of 250,000 men, okay? 250,000 men. Now, what they were looking for in this study is, what's the reason why men who have filed for divorce in their relationship did? Why did they do that? Okay? Trying to get down to the reason behind it. Now, there are 4 main reasons why men choose to get divorced. Because keep in mind, that it rarely happens that they walk away. Here are the 4 main reasons. Number 1, infidelity. Now, that's interesting, assuming that when most people think of infidelity within a relationship, they always think of the man. They always think of men. Infidelity comes from men. Men out here cheat. Oh, girl, he got money, he runs the street. That's what it is. That's what they think of when they think of infidelity. When in all actuality, if you get down to the numbers, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. So that means that women are cheating within their relationship just as much as men. It's actually equal. So this whole stigma of the men doing all this dirt is just simply not true. It's equal. And women are cheating on their husbands or significant other just as much. Literally just as much. All right, number 2, lack of appreciation. So I want to stop on this one because this is a big one. This is a big one, especially when you're dealing with a high-value man. Because here's the thing. We're not the same. Men and women are not the same. But for the men who are taking care of business, being responsible, handling all the responsibilities that they need to handle, and making your life easier, and then you don't appreciate it, that's when they're ready to hit the door. That's it. They're ready to lead it. Because people want to be appreciated. It's the same if you were at a job or something like that. They don't appreciate you at work. Eventually, you're looking for another job. They want to be appreciated, want to be acknowledged for the things that they're doing because you don't have to do them. You're choosing to do it. We're choosing to do it. So that is number 2. The reason why men walk away from their relationship is for lack of appreciation. Doing things for you and you don't appreciate it. You're actually expecting it at this point. You feel like you're owed. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3, lack of affection. Now this is a big one. Lack of affection. Okay? I know you know why this is a big one. It shouldn't turn into a chore for you to please your man. Now, does that mean that he shouldn't do the same thing? Of course not. He should be doing the same thing. But he shouldn't have to beg you. That's not what should happen. He shouldn't have to beg you. And lack of affection is actually number 3. Now, of course, you would know that's a big one because, men would like to have that attention from women. Okay, that's the sexual attention. So if you're the wife in this situation, you need to make sure that you're taking care of that part. Simple as that. You ain't gotta want the shit. You ain't gotta, hey, everybody ain't in the mood all the time. I get it. And sometimes he gotta sacrifice. Say, you know what? Fuck it, she ain't in the mood. But you can't always put him in that position. We understand that women control that part of a relationship. We're aware of that. But don't make it to where it has to be a situation where he has to step away. And last but not least, number 4. And number 4 is a huge one for me. Number 4 is lack of commitment. Okay? Lack of commitment. By lack of a commitment, that don't mean that you were cheating. That ain't what that means. Lack of committing to being partners long term. So that means, are you only in it while it's good? What about the days that it's not sunshine? What about the rainy days? What about the times where it ain't good? Then the ass be out the door. That's what happened then. Look, when shit's shiny, you running around, you got your 6-figure cars. I'm spending money on you. I'm buying you stuff. You happy, right? Then now you in a bad mood because of this, or he ain't do this and he ain't do that, right? Or maybe his business isn't doing good right now, or maybe he lost his job. If you hit the door, that shit right there shows lack of commitment. You weren't in it. You had one foot in, one foot in, one foot out. The foot that was in is for the good days. The foot that's out is going to take you out the door when the days aren't good. That's the kind of stuff we're trying to get down to in these discussions. We're trying to make sure that men and women can meet in the middle and have an understanding. So here's the thing. On my next show, I'm going to be sitting down with a few young ladies, and we're going to be doing some interviews. Okay, and I want to see what makes them happy in their relationship. Is their man meeting them on those terms? What are they doing to keep him happy? Do you know what makes him happy? Do you even give a fuck? These are the kind of things that we're going to get down to on the show next time. And I'm going to have some good questions for them. I'm going to drill them. We're going to have some challenges that I want them to try to overcome, because then I'm going to check with the men separately. But I want to hear from these young ladies. So I want you to join me back here on the Winner's Circle. I do go live 3 days a week. I go live on, I usually go live on TikTok once, right? Once every week, sometimes every other week. But I go live 3 days a week on We Are Fans. So I want you to subscribe to Kobe Croc on We Are Fans. Okay? That's when I go live. I want you to chime in, right? And you can give me your feedback on what you think. But these are a lot of shows. These are uncut. Recently, it's everything. It's raw. This is raw. You'll see some wild shit on these shows. But hear what I'm saying. It's all good. It's all necessary. It's all necessary because the relationships are falling apart here in America today. They're completely unraveling. Join me back here on the Winner Circle. I want you to do one thing before you get out of here. I want you to click that button. I want you to subscribe and make sure you get notifications to when I log back on or if I'm going live on YouTube. I appreciate you.